Hello everyone! Our theme this week is doctors, hospital and nurses. I'm going to read a story about a little girl who has gotten hurt and doesn't know what to do, and a doctor who makes everything feel a lot better. Enjoy! The Fairy Doctor and the Little Girl. Once upon a time there was a little girl called Susanna, and she was a very good girl, and she was very pretty, and she was very clever, and her mommy and daddy loved her very much. And one day Susanna started limping and she couldn't walk properly and her leg hurt. And her mommy and daddy were very worried because they didn't know how it happened or why it happened or when it happened. And so they decided to take her to the fairy doctor. So they got into the car and drove out of the garage. And they drove to the fairy doctor's surgery. And when they got there, they sat in the waiting room for a while waiting for the fairy doctor to come out. And when she came out, she said, "Hello, Susanna, what's the matter with you?" And Susanna said, "Oh, doctor, my leg hurts and I can't walk properly." And the doctor said, "Well, come into my office and lie down on the bed and we'll see what we can do." So Susanna lay down on the bed and the fairy doctor started to feel her left leg. Massage and prod, and she works away from the thigh right down to the foot and up again. And then she said, "No, that's not the leg, it must be the other leg." And then she went to the right leg, and she worked away from the thigh right down to the foot and up again. And then she said, "I know what the problem is. The problem is the knee." And so she went and fiddled and prod and massaged and massaged. And then click! And Susanna said, Doctor, my leg doesn't hurt anymore." And the fairy doctor said, "Get down off the bed and walk across the room." And Susanna walked across the room and she didn't limp. And she rushed over to the fairy doctor and gave her a big kiss. And she said, Doctor, thank you for making my leg all better." And the magic doctor said, "It was a pleasure. Come back any time." And Susanna and her mommy and her daddy got back into the car and they drove home. And when they got home, Susanna had a lovely warm bath and got into her lovely warm pajamas and she had some lovely warm supper. And then she practiced walking, and she walked from the telly to the sofa, and from the computer to the dining room table, and her leg didn't hurt, and she could walk properly. And then she went to bed, and she went straight to sleep because she was very tired, and it had been a very long day.